Well, everyone, hello and welcome to SpeedGaming. We are into Game 3 of one of the conference semifinal matches of the Link to the Past Open League, Season 6. We have Beeumvirat versus the Boingers. Beeumvirat has had 2 losses this entire season, and one of them was just last game in Game 2 of this series. The winner will go on to earn an invite to next year's Invitational League, Season 7. So, the question is, can the Boingers do it again? On tracking today are MVPs Nira Lightshine and Lady Linda, 2 of the best in the business. I am BlueLink P3, and I am joined by the ever diligent and insightful Tracy M. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, Game 3. This is for all the marbles. I keep saying that a lot of these quarterfinalists could still end up getting invites, but that's all dependent on who all comes back into the invitational. But the team that wins this game right here is guaranteed their ticket into the invitational. So this is a really big game for both of these teams. Yeah, should be a good one.
Today's mode is all dungeons, so there's no key sanity, fun, and games. Just beat all of the dungeons, including Aga 1 and 2. And we are off. We have a lamp and
a nice
glove.
early lamp. Oh, nice early glove. Yeah, those are 2 things you want early. Unfortunately, no bombs to just go straight into back of escape for the runners that picked up the glove. Slightly different choices here. Vinter is going to go ahead and do the uncle check and maybe go into front of escape. Could do Dark Cross pretty easily, but would want some sort of weapon to kill things to do the front of escape. Looks like we're going to see a Houlihan. And our bottom runners, thankfully, are doing the same things. Going to do a lumberjack check and check like bush crabs and such. Bush crab dropping hearts, not very useful. Just $5. Yeah. So we'll be killing Aga 1 at the end of the game.
So
unless we need dark mode access.
We're seeing a Houlihan here from So. This is not quite as common in some other modes, but still worth having money on you and for when you need it.
Yeah, guarantees one of your players will be able to get Bottle Vendor.
We did get a couple of map checks. We have 3 crystals in the light world. One of our 5/6 is at Hera today.
Yeah, I personally, and in all dungeons, I don't do map checks. I'm going to find out when I walk in the dungeons anyway, and it only matters if I'm pulling Ped or turning in green pendant or the red crystals. And Vinter, with that glove and lamp, is going to go straight to the mountain. Completely in logic for these 2 items. And can't do much else, but, getting that scout. I like this better in co-op than I would in a regular siege, just because, your partner gives your partner time to scout out Kakariko. Boingers kind of go in the opposite direction in doing an early Saha check. Kind of the same thing. Again, giving your partners a chance to find things out. Yeah, again, talking to the NPC there, finding out the green pendant. I don't find much worth in there. There's a sword, though, there for Saha. I didn't see what Vinter got off the old man. I see nothing on the tracker, so I'm guessing nothing.
I think it was just 3 bombs.
Yeah, so nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have bombs early, but,
Holy Smoke has picked up a bee in a bottle.
And let's see what we got here. Just 20 rupees that we're not going to pick up. Got a blue cane in Blind's Hut.
So heading going straight into Easter.
That's an interesting choice. I mean, again, I like this better in co-op, but I don't think I like this. I mean, unless a bow is in here, so it's gonna have to come back. Double in back of escape, that's just what you want to see, but at least you're getting it early.
And he is going to continue on to Dark Cross from the back.
And some money off of the bottle vendor, so we'll get a bit of a refund. Was that one of our 3 hundos? It's really hard to see numbers on our display here.
Whatever it is, it looks like the Ratsu has a large number of rupees.
Yeah.
Oh, even more.
This would be amazing if there is a bow in Eastern.
I mean, it has been known to happen. It's just, like everything else, not incredibly likely. Vinter's going straight for that shovel turn-in.
Powder on the sick
from the
kid.
south.
So yeah, if I'm one of the other runners, I'm going to want that powder, even if it's not required. But I'm not going to rush it unless the hammer shows up and the game decides that there's actually something on the magic bat. Quake in the big chest, which is, you know, interesting, but unless that Quake is required double dip, like required for Turtle Rock or Mire, and whichever dungeon it's required for has the bow, not very useful.
Right, holy smoke, heading eastward.
Yeah, it's like he's gonna buy some bombs. I wonder if he's gonna head over to Saha Eastern as well. Gonna peek Lake Hylia Island is just 20 rupees, so we don't care about it. It's like nothing on the race game.
Oh,
So having a little
dangerous.
yeah, it's just a compass. Oh boy. So we'll keep an eye on that Quake. See if that becomes relevant. At the moment, it doesn't feel like it's going to be relevant, but it could happen. So's going to take that sword, though, and do the escape, which makes a lot of sense. While Ratsu does the back of escape, gonna get that shovel. Mitts and the dam. Oh, baby. So we're not going to hard require Aga 1 for Dark World access. Now, in an all dungeon situation where you know you have to kill Aga anyway, if this were like a hammer and pod situation, I think you just do Castle Tower early rather than messing with with a current jump, unless a water walk is convenient to do. Because that's so much faster than a current jump. Yeah. Holy smoke, going and grabbing a shield on purpose. You don't see that very often.
I approve wholeheartedly. Well done.
Alright, we're gonna get some new checks from So in the castle. I imagine Ratsu.
Sword?
Yeah, I imagine Ratsu is gonna go and okay, not gonna. I would have liked to have seen him do the shovel immediately, so that they know whether or not So needs to pick that shovel up.
I think he just did it before.
Oh, did he do it? Okay. Well then, yeah, okay. We got a mushroom. We're getting all the fetch quest items. And a mirror. Okay. It's a pretty good mini Moldorm cave.
Yeah, that gives us Hera access now. I also really like the bee strats there. Of course, holy smoke, not yet having a sword.
B is pretty good for the mini Moldorms. I have to agree with that. And yes, to those of you that maybe don't know, this is a best of 3 series, so this is game 3. Winner will move on.
Alright, here's Ice Rock Cave.
Yeah, I like the way Ratsu did that. With getting that first Moldorm is the hard one to get with bombs. So doing that with just the blue cane makes a lot of sense, and then you can get the rest. And So is going to go to the back, or at least go to Dark Cross.
Awfully convenient of Zelda's cell there to have the bombs to help you to a death orb.
Usually it gives you like a piece of heart to give you a refill. Okay, yeah. Holy Smoke wants to know if this mushroom is required immediately. So it's going to do the fake flipper over to the potion shop, which is the fastest way to do this until you have a flute. It's just a piece of heart.
All right, so we have Zora available, we have Agina, and we can go to Hera.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one's in Hera yet. Although, yeah, I think Rotsev wants the sword first, and so does Holy Smoke. And I imagine we'll see some Hera action after runners have swords. And Vinter and So need the mirror, so we might be converging up in Hera very shortly. Yeah, so each runner,
lamp,
in each team, each runner has one piece of the puzzle.
And of course that lamp makes everyone's favorite Hera basement available and in logic.
Well, I mean, it's not Key Sandy, so that's fine. Like, we don't have the hook shot to avoid it anyway. So if the key's there, you just gotta do it. Because we don't have access to many other things. It's in Key Sandy that it's really annoying, because that small key blocking that basement check can be anywhere. Literally anywhere. Except, actually, it even can be there, unless you're playing with full location logic. So it just becomes another really bad fetch quest.
Alright, Holy Smoke is heading up the mountain. Looks like Rotsev is also heading that way.
Yeah, Soul's gonna do the Agena check, which I think is, in co-op, you might as well send someone that direction. Vinter needs to get the mirror before heading up to Hera. And we'll see if he also does this check that Rotsev's doing right now.
Checking Desert Ledge without the boots is no fun, but it is just 20 rupees.
I refuse to do that check without boots.
Alright, Saha had something useful for us. Does Agina also?
I mean, if we have to go to Zora, but I think we already have money.
And more money on top of Spec Rock. I think we saw that already, though.
Okay, Vinter hasn't done the front of escape, so we're going to see that from him now. Wasn't very much useful. Oh, no one on Boingers has checked the mushroom, so So's going to do that.
Of course, it matters less in this mode, like you mentioned earlier, but we have pendants at Skullwoods and Pod. Rotsev just saying no to that money.
We've got so much money that we just don't care to pick that up. Okay, we got our Hera checks, small key, compass. We are forced to the basement, but, we know the hookshot's not available. This is about all we have left. I think So is going to go check Zora from here. We can't really sequence break the waterfall cave without the Moon Pearl. And this Zora play is in logic.
Yeah, this is a route you don't see many people take to Zora, but given the circumstances, it was actually
It makes
faster.
sense. Yeah, it makes sense because he was turning in the mushroom. start on the ledge, so we don't ever have to worry about that. Meanwhile, we have our bottom runners taking the so-called coffee break.
Rotsev having a really stressful coffee break.
Yeah, he didn't quite get the switch hit in the right time. All right, Zora, do you got anything for us? Yes, you do.
Wow.
Well, that's a little unfortunate for Beeumvirat. They're going to have to go get that. Boing, boing, boingers. Rotsev will finish Hera here. And I think so. It just starts going to do Dark World stuff.
Vinter is going to Dark Cross from the front. I must have missed it, but I think he either failed to get the key off the rat the first time or he died.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter which way you do it from. Okay, just 10 arrows. Which we probably saw on the other side as well. Yeah, Beeumvirat gonna... Holy Smoke's gonna get the bad news for Beeumvirat that, we still need to do something else. And unless there's something on Moldorm, So won't be doing... Well, So and Vinter both won't be doing this play until the very end, until right before they go into GT. Unless the Pyramid Fairy decides to rear its ugly head and make us go there, because it is a red crystal. Isn't even a vanilla Moldorm, because normally you'd have boots, and there are boot strats that NMG runners use.
Oh, Rotsev's... There you go. Hit number 6. And Holy Smoke is
Oh,
gonna take a second fall.
Okay, never mind. We are going to be doing this early. That's a flute.
Yeah, you want that.
I don't know if So and Vinter rush to go get that, but they definitely aren't going to be putting that off to the end, because Myra is a crystal, so we're going to need that flute before we go up to GT.
Holy Smoke down to 1 heart. He's got Burna out. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no reason not to use it. If you need it.
Oh no.
Ooh. That is not ideal. And I hope... God, I hope he goes back in and finishes this. And doesn't just bail when Vinter picks up that Moon Pearl.
Yeah, he's got to climb the tower again, but Vinter's going to take a little while to walk over to Zora.
Yeah, and Vinter with so much money that he's able to buy a blue potion and still have plenty left for the Zora play. The money has not been stingy this seed, thankfully, which is really nice if you're going to have to go pay Zora. It's good that you have plenty of money to do it with.
So I have a question for all the purists out there. Do you count a Moldorm death as a Moldorm fall, or is it a separate category entirely?
Well, there's 3 things that can happen to Moldorm, and the death is the worst one. Because there's 2 types of Moldorm falls, too. There's one that takes you 2 floors down. I think they're all different. Because the death costs more time. And the double floor Moldorm fall also costs more time. So yeah, they're different. Okay, Vinter about to get the news that the Moon Pearl is on Zora. Holy smoke. Much healthier for this Moldorm play.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
This Moldorm is on top of his game.
Well, he's got the switch such that if he falls another time or two and needs the health, the hearts are there. Meanwhile, So with just 3 hearts still is beeping. Beeping very fast.
Please just drink that blue potion and make it stop.
Oh,
There we go.
heart container will help.
All
There
right,
we
that's
go.
Moldorm down for Holy Smoke. Well done.
Yay! We'll find out that there is a flute here. $20 in the chess game. And Ratsev is going to check Meyer area immediately. I like that. We'll see if Holy Smoke does something similar. We do need that Quake. The Thief Town situation is a little bit better with co-op. So can just go ahead and finish this. And if there is something in the big chest, they can delay it for Ratsev to do it after the hammer is found.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, thank you. Yeah, shout outs to the runners for having the top runners do similar things and the bottom runners do similar things. It makes our job easier.
Rotziv has found a bottle with a green potion in Checkerboard Cave.
Yeah, I think you take that here. Probably gonna check out Desert. Can't do anything in Meyer since we have no hookshot or boots. Also, Rotziv is not the one that has the Quake medallion, so can't go in. Okay, we're gonna find out right now whether we're boots locked. We are not boots locked at all. Kind of a good news, bad news. Good news is we can do this dungeon right now. Bad news is no guarantee we're getting boots anytime soon.
Vinter has decided to leave Thieves Town after doing the front four.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. You know, trying to hold off for that hammer. I prefer that in a non-co-op situation. The small key hasn't shown up, so it's 50% chance that there's something in the big chest. You know, in terms of, or 50% chance that we'll get the small key. We did see at least one of Map Compass already, so I don't know if we have seen both.
I don't recall.
Blue mail. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, both our top runners having picked that up over at the Bombable Hut. With Mirror, you could, yeah, maybe he wants to do, you can do dig game, grab the smith, you can do all that stuff. Well, that mirror hard required for Desert because the book is in the big chest. That's both items out of Desert. I don't think Ratsev is going to finish this. No matter what happens, he's going to have better items to finish Landmo after while he's doing Myers. There's no reason to do it now, having gotten both items.
$29 digs there for a heart container at the dig game.
I don't think Holy Smoke's gonna get that heart container. Just gonna take a wild guess. And my guess is only one of the Boingers is gonna get that heart container.
Yeah, that seems like a safe bet.
All right, the small key is locked in the big chest, so we don't. So this isn't in logic, but we don't have to worry about the item because the small key is locked in the big chest. These sounds weird that way. Like the non in logic version is better than the in logic version in terms of if you don't have a hammer.
Logic is always fun like that. Alright, so this is going to be Blindford, so I think that was 20 rupees at Graveyard Legend, not Samaria. I just got it out of the
Yeah,
corner
that
of my
was
eye.
it was 20 rupees. Those darn red things. Okay, so it was off script, but on the third phase, so it should be fine.
Nicely done. And that's the green pendant.
Hey, what
Getting
we got?
at
Hype
Hype
Cave. Heart piece, arrows, fire rod. We need that. Slippers. We need that. Okay, decent Hype Cave. We got a couple good items out of that.
Nice. Ratsu found a sword at Bumper Ledge.
Well, we can't get that right now. We might never get that, depending where the other swords are.
So you were talking about So's health situation. Vinter has more hearts than both of the Boing Boing Boingers combined right now.
He does indeed. 9 to 8. That's pretty crazy. Clay Vinter wants to go over to Pod. Check it out without the hammer or the bow. Has a bottle of something. I'm not sure what's in that bottle to make it. Actually, we're going to see Catfish first. And maybe Pod? We'll see. You know, Ratsev is just going to go ahead and do Thieves Town since they know he can just do it. So gets that heart container.
Holy Smoke had some trouble with the blocks here, but goes back for another try and picks up that bottle.
Okay, Catfish incoming. And then Vinter can mirror and do the Waterfall Fairy. This is a pretty efficient way of doing things.
Yeah, none of our runners were able to check that earlier due to lack of coming from the right direction and having the moon pearl at the wrong time.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I mean, I suppose they could have come back with the moon pearl, but that seems kind of odd. Well, just lots of bombs anyway. We're gonna save and quit. There's nothing else over here. We've already gotten the moon pearl off of Zora, and there's just I want to say a piece of heart on the ledge. Oh, I missed that the cane was on the Smith turn-in, so that's kind of important. Also, I see chat noting Ratsu maybe could have waited until he had boots to make Thieves Town faster, so I could certainly see that. Actually, that's our third player.
Nothing of value in here.
No, just wants to get it done. I mean, maybe you're just doing it now so that you don't have to come back to the area. But the thing is, with boots not required for desert, I like this a little bit better because the boots could just be sitting up in GT and this is just never going to get faster. We just don't know. Ventura's going to go get his flute.
So what was mildly unfortunate for So there is he didn't have the powder when he picked up the purple chest, so he ended up having to go get that, but he at least gets to go to Gate 45 on the way to delivering the purple chest.
Yeah, I mean, because it would have been mirror powder, he would have had to go back into the Dark World to turn the purple chest. I think what they'll do is have Ratsev do because he has to do the Smith anyway. And unless the purple chest is something, it'll be easier for Ratsev to just go ahead and jump down and lose that mirror portal. The only problem is we do need to get stuff at Hype Cave, as So is going to find out pretty soon. Yeah, I see Holy Smoke dragging the purple chest. He's going to probably save and quit to turn that in, and then we'll have to make a whole nother trip around for the Dark World. Which is, I mean, it's not the worst thing, but just a piece of heart.
So doesn't have the book to check Bombo's tablet. And I think unless he's gonna flute... Yeah, Holy Smoke has the book, but... Oh no, he's going back to the Dark World, okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is... I think I would just turn it in and just float it back here to do the other things, but, like, this isn't that big a deal. We don't have boots, so you're not as concerned about leaving the purple chest. So about to get the flippers and fire rod.
Well, I mentioned the heart container count a little while ago, and So has picked up 5 of them
I know, right?
in very, very quick succession.
Yep. Poor Ratsev still only at 5. But yeah, I see some talk about getting that book before heading up to Hera. Just not possible, since we have to come up to Hera to get the flute, which means we can't get the book until we have the flute. But then we can't have the book to get to Hera because we don't have the flute.
Well, there's Vinter's flute and his first crystal. And So is going into hammerless, hookless swamp.
I mean, it has 2 items we can... Oh, no, just 1 item we can get.
I mean, if there's something here, that's going to be huge.
Well, we're kind of running out of places to go. Our other big choice is Bolus Pod. Everybody's favorite. Which is a pain to get to because we have crappy Dark World access. I don't know that we got both items out of Skullwood, so the Fire Rod could get someone to go there. Yeah, Vinter heading into the Dark World maybe is going to do that right now. Now, neither of our Beeumvirat runners have finished Thieves Town, so one of them might head there. We know there's nothing in there. So I was going to do these water checks that are, I think, 2 bombs, or 6 bombs, actually. 3 and 3. It's a bee in the bottle, which is a little unfortunate because right now what you really want is some sort of potion to go ahead and do pod if you want to do pod.
Yeah, and I believe he drank his blue potion during the blind fight.
Yeah, we also have hammerless, hookless Ice Palace. Everybody's favorite. We do have a Cane of Samaria, but if the small key doesn't show up in the first couple of chests, well, first 3 chests, you're just stuck if you go down the right side. And you could steal the conveyor key, but I like that play better in a key sanity mode, so I was just gonna head to pod. And Vinter's gonna go ahead and do Skullwoods. So maybe we'll see Ratsev do that as well.
Holy Smoke also checked Bombo's tablet, and that was just a piece of heart.
Piece of heart that no one's gonna pick up. But yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna go check that ether tablet without a sword, unless it's just convenient to do so because we finally got a hook shot and a hammer or something.
It would be pretty funny if it was the cape on ether tablet, which is locking a sword. Okay, So is going to...
Okay, he hasn't done the catfish play yet.
Catfish,
Yeah, this
right.
is catfish now. He didn't combine it the way Beeumvirat did with.
Actually, he could stop here and pick up a potion, which he might need for pod.
Yeah, might yeah. If you're not good at mimic clipping, just buy a green potion here. Use it for the potion camera unlock, or buy a blue one and waste your money because you're just gonna drink it. Do potion camera unlock.
Well, that's Mothula down for the blue pendant for Vinter.
And he doesn't have the book, so can't check Ped. Now, Ped in all dungeons is kind of just another check, because we have to do the pendants anyway. Looks like we haven't gotten both items yet, so because we're going back in. Okay, yeah, this is Phil's gonna head to Pod as Rotsiv goes and finishes up Skull Woods. I think we haven't gotten anything in Skull Woods either. Chat asking for a hook shot on Ped. Again, not. I mean, we would need a bow for that to happen, but that's not that interesting when it's all dungeons and we have to do the pendants anyway.
Rotsiv just got abducted there by a wall master, and he's gonna go try again.
Yeah, that's his magic is not great here. He does have a lamp,
for that matter.
There's nothing good to kill Gibdos with, except the fire rod, but doesn't have that much magic to do that with. Okay, we got through. 2 hearts left. That's not ideal. Has powder.
Okay,
Could have
so
powered
we got
that
the
anti-fairy.
camper.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen powder on that anti-fairy. Meanwhile, Sol just checked the man under the bridge, and I didn't see what he got.
It was just a piece of heart. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, when Holy Smoke was on his way to get the Moon Pearl, he tried to go that way, but I think a Zora popped up in front of him, and he bailed all the way back a screen, and then ended up just going to Zora.
Yeah, and Rotsiv going to use that green potion to be able to do more Fire Rod shots, because Fire Rod Moth, much better than Fighter Sword Moth. Just 8 shots
Well
with
done.
that Fire Rod. Holy Smoke, finishing up Thieves Town. Going to find out there's nothing here. I think the runners want most right now is the hammer. Oh, so lost Kiki!
Well, he's got a little bit of money to try again a few times.
And then he just
10
realized,
rupees.
yeah, it's 10 more rupees he's got to spend as he goes and checks the green pendant. Remembers that's a thing. Just
It's
a piece
fine.
of heart. Yeah, the Boing Boing Boingers right now with kind of an unbalance in turn. Like both our teams have 4 dungeons done. It was a little unbalanced on the Boing Boing Boinger side with Rotsiv having done 3 dungeons. So just with the 1, it's gonna have to do the Hera play. Just get that flute. But yeah, no Ped today, everyone. We got 10 arrows sitting there. And if we need to pull for 10 arrows, then things have gone wrong. Alright, Vinter finding out about the sword.
Chat's asking about Magic Bat. We already saw that. That was a piece of
It
heart.
could have. Yeah, Magic Bat can have a hammer if we have the combination of Mitts and Mirror. And Dark Gold Axe, and, and Moon Pearl. But it has been checked.
Okay, so did drink that blue potion, unless I
Yeah, he did.
saw that?
Yep, he did it.
We had so much money, but now he's down to 86 rupees.
I know. Oh, looking at the rupee sitting on the on Spec Rock if he wants them. There's the cape. Hey, we can get a sword now. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to check the tablet with that sword, but And Rotsiv into Ice Palace. I did get a small key in the first chest, so it can go this direction. That first item certainly not in logic, but this item you just can't get. This third item maybe is in logic, depending on the key layout. But we're just gonna get it anyway.
Well, we had a vanilla big key and pod.
Yep. That's it's not bad in pod.
Looks like Vinter is going to be heading to pod as well.
This looks pretty not hookshot locked in Ice Palace, with both small keys available and the big key not available. But so far, we're still not getting anything out of it. I think that's our first item is at 20 rupees.
Okay, so Vinter was checking the camper, which means Holy Smoke did fail to get there the first time. Oh, nice powder. Sliding powder on that ice for Roxiv.
Yeah, powder's a great safety item. Hookshot!
Boing boing thing.
Hookshot in Ice Palace. Oh boy. So that opens up Swamp to be finishable out of logic.
And that gets us all of East Death Mountain.
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, you do East Death Mountain first. Unfortunately, he's not going to have the sword to get the actual item on the Ether Tablet, but could choose to check it. We'll have to go out of the way unless the hammer decides to show up in Paradox Cave. That's just not even true, because we can mirror after we do the Dark World stuff.
I kind of think that knowing your teammate has the cape and access to a sword, you would want to check the tablet.
Yeah, you'd want it. Yeah, you can, because he's gonna do Dark World first. You can check the tablet, and yeah, Chad asking if the iced tea room is in logic. It is.
And there's a bow and pod.
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't there be a bow and pod? Wait. Oh, because So doesn't have the hammer. Full clears. Okay, so there was not two small keys on the right side, so that bow is in logic.
Okay, looks
Boots.
like...
Boots!
Oh, nice.
Okay, so, yeah. Save a question. So, the... Okay, so is gonna go get the hook shot now? Is that what we're gonna do? So he can get boots? I think
he's changed his mind.
I think he's gonna go straight for that hook shot so he can go get the boots, and then he can do Hera at the same time as getting those boots. And Hookshot Cave, let's see what that has to offer us. Looks like that the hookless, hammerless. Oh, nice half magic in Hookshot Cave. Ice Palace is this is probably the play. We haven't seen Paradox Cave yet. We'll see that in a second. Yeah, we're gonna do... Okay, leave the portal up here. You can grab it and then get... Yeah, this is actually really good routing from Rotsiv. You can do Spiral Cave into Paradox Cave, go back up to the top, grab that mirror portal, and then walk over to Ether Tablet or run over, because he's got boots, to Ether Tablet, and then we can do Spike Cave, because we have the cane.
And half magic. Yeah, that's very efficient. And there's the hammer.
There's the hammer. Yeah, so this hook shot is huge. Winter, meantime, is going for the slower Mimic Clip without the bottles. But does get it.
Oh, thank you, chat, for pointing out that now, with that hammer, we can actually do Spike Cave.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, Dapper Worm Man. Yeah, it's not as bad as in Cross Keys if you forget that Spike Cave needs a glove as well, and you just die because, oops. In regular modes, if you go and try and do it without the hammer, then you just kind of sit there and feel silly.
Oh, so forgot to get the small key in this first chest here.
Yeah,
I
he's
think.
coming back for it. Yeah, it doesn't strictly need that small key, I don't think, but if you're gonna do Icebreaker, you do need it. And we want to do Icebreaker, so we'll go get it.
I didn't catch everything in Paradox Cave, but it didn't look like there was anything critical.
Yeah, I
in
don't
that.
think we got much in there. Okay, not gonna go back into the mirror portal. Oh yeah, you don't even need it now that I think about it. Yeah, because you can just do Spike Cave from the regular portal.
All right.
We're gonna find out if there's anything here on this. Just Couch Cash. We don't care about the tablets. Book completely useless today because we can't use it to get into desert, and neither tablet had anything. Yeah, with both the runners on the whole on Beeumvirat's side in pod, they're both gonna get the bow, but they can't even finish the dungeon with the bow. They can go back and finish Eastern, which it wouldn't surprise me if either one did that. In particular, Holy Smoke does need to get that Quake medallion at some point. So I suspect he will go and finish Eastern. Hook shot for So.
And Rotsiv gonna go do Swamp now, perhaps?
Yeah, that makes sense.
He might check Bombo's tablet first. I don't think he checked it. Right, I don't think they're the Boingers.
Yeah,
have.
I'm not sure they have. I think you may be right.
Well,
So we
So
know.
doesn't even have the book. Of course he hasn't.
Yeah. We're just gonna go into Swamp first, though. I mean, So's probably gonna go ahead and finish up Eastern. No wait, So's the one that has the Quake. So Rotsev needs to go finish up, do a pod Eastern, and get that Quake.
So the thing about that sword on Bumper Ledge is there's really nothing around there that we need to go back for.
All right, So's gonna go get the boots. Yay! We're gonna. He's gonna do it in a different order, though.
Well, there must have been something down here. Or not.
Not in that part of the cave. I'm very confused as to why. Because it was okay. Going back in. Okay, we're gonna get the double Armos kill over on Beeumvirat's side.
Yeah, very efficient quick kill there by Vinter. Bombo's turned up in Swamp. That gives us entry into Turtle Rock.
Ah, I didn't catch the Turtle Rock was needed that. Oh, nice
I
sank
mean, I
heart.
didn't either. It was our trackers. Being our
I mean,
MVPs, as they always are.
that's why we have trackers. Thank you for catching that. Yeah, the third team and the Boing Boing Boinger suggesting that maybe The information passing was a little bit off there. Got an extra heart container out of it and a nice refill.
Well, Vinter is back here to collect his Master Sword.
It has the cape to do it, so why not?
Actually, So hasn't done Skullwood, so he does need to go back to that general area.
Yeah, I imagine we'll see Eastern and Pod from So and Rotsev relatively soon. Rotsev in particular needs to get the Quake. But yeah, oh sorry, yeah. So probably maybe gets he probably gets the Master Sword on the way to doing the village area stuff.
I completely missed what was on Left Side Swamp, but apparently it was not the big key.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't like doing Left Side Swamp without the big key, because then the game will just give you the big key on Argus and leave an item out there for you that you have to come back in again. So any time save you had from... Well, there's the big key. Could go back to the big chest now, which I'm... Probably a little bit better than walking back in the dungeon. Alright, so gets the hammer. Still needs to get the flute. And in fact, it's probably going to go get that right now.
Yeah, I guess because you come out at the bottom of Spiral Cave, this is probably faster.
But yeah, it looks... I mean, this is a really weird situation between our teams, because, like, Beeumvirat is a 7 to 4 crystal lead, or dungeon lead. Because, of course, they're not all crystals. But needs to go to Ice Palace without the hammer and without the hook shot. To get the hook shot, to go get the hammer. And Boingers are going to be able to catch up by quite a bit when they go, because they're going to be able to do Pod and Eastern very quickly to finish that off when they get there. Plus with the boots helping out. So far we haven't seen it. Have we seen anything useful in Swamp?
Well, I kept looking away at all the wrong times.
I know, right?
Chat didn't get excited, so I'm going to say no. Alright, so using that shiny new hammer on Moldorm has no trouble. He's going to get his flute and his first crystal.
Okay, so we have an Ice Palace we can finish. We have Mire we can do. We're looking for an Ice Rod. We're an Ice Rod for no mode. Good old-fashioned Ice Rod hunt. We even know where swords are. I mean, it'd be nice to have a third sword, but the game doesn't always like to give us those.
I'm not entirely sure what Holy Smoke is doing in Pod right now.
I think this is where the cape was. Wants that sword, maybe? Not sure I like that.
Oh, right, it was on the Bowlog side. You're right.
Okay, there's the Ice Rod.
One more piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
okay, no, they don't know, Boingers don't know where Bombos is. Where was Bombos?
No,
Bombos
that
was
was
the swamp.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, Rotsev has that.
Oh, okay. Then Bombos, yeah, they're in Go mode then.
There.
That is,
Wow.
that is
Yeah.
nice 53-minute Go mode. Would be nice if there was another sword out there somewhere, but as I said, the game doesn't always give us nice things. Yep, there's that Bombos on Rotsev. It says, thank you for menuing, Rotsev.
Alright, Rotsev going right to Pod. He can do Pod and Eastern, pick up his cape, and then go get his Master Sword from there.
Yeah, he'll pick up the
Looks like-
cape, and he'll pick up the Quake in Eastern, and, Yeah, this is where you just kind of have to decide for yourselves, each player, what the most efficient route is going to be. I'm a little surprised So doesn't pick up that cape before heading into Moth. I'm not sure that would be this. Oh no, he is going to get it first. Okay, get that sword first. With half magic and fire rod, that's not a bad fight. But now you don't have to. You have a little less to worry about in terms of magic, and I think this is faster anyway.
Vinter is into Ice Palace now.
Yeah, and this is quite a bit after the Boing Boing Boingers did it. I think that the biggest difference I'd say is the Boing Boing Boingers when we had the bad locations to choose from. The Boing Boing Boingers sent one player to ice and the other player to pod. And when that situation happened for Beeumvirat, they sent both players to pod. Which unfortunately didn't work out very well.
Yeah, because both of those dungeons needed a hammer to finish. Pod also needed a bow. So,
Yeah, I think you could single dip pod if you do ice before it. Yeah, Rotsev's gonna have to go out of his way a little bit to go get that Master Sword, but it's the only one we know exists, so he's gonna do that. But it doesn't need to do it before. In Pod and Eastern, the Master Sword doesn't do that much for you, so nice to have, but a little, doing this stuff first makes sense. For all he knows, there'll be I don't know if we have an item on Helma or Armos, but if one of those has an item, then you have the small chance of getting a sword there.
well, Vinter's got his hook shots heading to East Death Mountain. Holy smoke! Immediately going to ice.
Yep, and that's the thing. Yeah. These things that Beeumvirat's doing right now. Now the good news for them is they did have a bit of a crystal lead before all this happened, so can't really say what the lead is right now. But if I were to guess, I'd say the Boing Boing Boingers has just been a little bit more efficient with the way they've routed this.
Yeah,
and
I
probably
agree.
have an advantage.
Because even once they get those boots, Beeumvirat gets the boots, they still need to find their way to King's Tomb to get the ice rod. And
yeah,
so
King's
down to
Tomb.
half a heart here.
So please.
Gotta keep things interesting for the audience, and ouch.
Yep. Well, we're gonna try again with no magic. So he's gonna go around the long way to. Oh, there's a nice magic drop. Was gonna go
Very
around the
funny,
long way
King.
to get the magic in the pots, but then the one of the bars dropped magic, and that's much better. Vinter has checked out Paradox Cave, and we'll now go into Super Bunny and get the boots.
And of course, Rotsev with the hammer can pick up the cape and then just head straight to Helma from here.
There's the boots for Vinter. So we're gonna head over to Meyer. Yeah, because you don't really want everybody being in the same dungeons if you can avoid it, because if nothing else, like Meyer's got a big key that needs to be found. Well, Meyer more than anything else. We'll probably end up with both runners in Turtle Rock at about the same time, which is, maybe a little unfortunate, but that's sometimes how it works out. You're not going to send somebody into Turtle Rock early to scout it out. Because it's the extra mountain climb's just not worth it.
Yeah, and it's, fairly linear, and other than, there's a sword at the bottom of Laser Bridge that one player can tell the other one about. I'm not sure what I was trying to say there. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, this is average time, so any extra check the leading player does can cost. Yep, there's Hammer for Vinter.
And that dungeon clear lead they had no longer exists. The teams are tied up here at 7 dungeons total apiece.
Yeah, and that's what happens when one team gets to do a bunch of dungeons in Go mode, the other team doesn't. And to answer chat, nobody has killed Landmo yet on either team. Both items are in the front of desert, and it just isn't efficient to do that early. When you know you have to come back from Misery Mire anyway. Right, Ratsiv's done Swamp.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, so they're actually a dungeon ahead.
Yeah, a dungeon and an ice rod ahead. And bombos, but,
Yeah, I mean, Beeumvirat's gonna run into the bombos, no problem. They do need to do King's Tomb, though, with those boots. The boots to end up being required, which... Not a terrible thing when boots end up being required, unless you don't actually get the thing that the boots requires you to get. They weren't required for desert, for instance.
So with the perfectly fried Landmos there, 6 well-placed shots, and he's going to get another crystal.
And he's gonna flute back to 6 to go into Mire.
There's Holy Smoke's Hammer. There's Quake for Ratsiv.
Get that spooky setup, and now go find the Mire Big Key. Yeah, so Ratsiv will probably be the first runner into TR, and should be enough ahead of where So is right now to be able to scout out TR pretty good. Okay, Holy Smoke about to find the Ice Rod, so they're good on that front. Let's see what this Mire Big Key is. Do we have a God Mire, or do we have to search? Searching would be fine if a sword decides to show up.
Silvers would be nice, but I think our runners might prefer a sword.
Yeah, I think... Oh, there's a sword. Okay, so...
Oh, it was...
Yeah, Boingers
just
are
right
not
there,
getting that.
okay.
Yeah, it's just right there in Bonk Rocks. So we'll have to see if they find another sword somewhere. I mean, I suppose maybe since Ratsiv hasn't picked up his... Yeah, Ratsiv, you do need to get a sword at some point. Okay, no, he's just fluting away. He's still got desert and... No, So has desert. He still has desert, mire, and ice to do.
Ratsiv will be in the area to pick up his Master Sword and Ice Rod.
Yep. Will he check Bonk Rocks? It's a quick check, but it's also, what are the odds it's a sword? Well, we know it's 100% it's a sword. Still looking for the big key in Mire. Still looking for the big key in Mire.
It's probably vanilla, isn't it?
Did he get his... we didn't get a small key.
I was not paying attention.
In the compass room. Because that guarantees vanilla. Small key on one of the chests on the right side means that the big key will be in the other. It is not, the reverse is not true, although apparently that happened an overwhelming number of times in the old days. Before they fixed a bug with that.
Alright, what is Rotsiv going to do now? It's right here.
Nope.
Just mirror.
He's not,
no.
Nope, he's not doing it. I mean, I don't blame him for not doing it. I probably wouldn't do it either, but could still be another sword out there. But it does give them a little less of a cushion for not having that tempered sword.
Yeah, and Rotsiv is out of there, so that's, he's not going to be getting that.
Yeah, the problem for the Boingers is they did King's Tomb first and would have done Bonk Rocks right afterwards, but the Ice Rod was their Go Mode item. Beeumvirat is not technically in Go Mode yet. They still need to get the Bombos out of Swamp here.
Very efficient cold stare kill for Holy Smoke, and he's going to get just 3 bombs for his trouble.
Yeah, half magic and Fire Rod will do that. We'll see what So decides to do in terms of the Vitreous fight. The safest way to do it, but the slowest way to do it is to spam sword shots with that cape on. Actually, I don't know if spins are any faster. Especially when you will run out of magic. I can finish up with the bows. Not too bad. It does a little bit of damage with the big eyeball, but it might save you 1 or 2 arrows. Useful in a rush speed, but not so much here.
Vinter's got Bombos, and that's officially Go Mode for the bees.
Alright, everybody in Go Mode now. Beeumvirat has a slightly better Go Mode. Beeumvirat, I assume, will pick up that, Holy Smoke will pick up the, what did we just get?
Free tempered sword on Vitreous.
Oh, well, that's really bad for Beeumvirat.
Bailout.
Yeah, that's really bad for Beeumvirat. In fact, now Holy Smoke probably doesn't even grab the Bonk Rock sword, because he'll get that one.
Oh, no. Holy Smoke already has that.
Oh, he does, because he's got tempered right now. You can see him running with it. So both our Beeumvirat runners will end up on Gold Sword. Unfortunately, Gold Sword doesn't make the same sort of difference on Ganon as it does on as tempered versus Master Sword. They will have a slightly better Cold Stare. Well, Holy Smoke's already done Cold Stare. We'll have a better Vinter will have a better Cold Stare with the Gold Sword if he does Mire first. He'll have a better Trinex. They'll both have better Trinexes, and they'll have an easier Ganon. But not necessarily a faster Ganon.
Yeah, the 1-on-1 is essentially free, as you always say, with the Gold Sword, but it's certainly doable with the Tempered Sword.
Rotsiv heading over to Mire. That way he'll have a tempered sword as well. Fortunately for Beeumvirat, it's not like the extra sword was super out of the way. So it's not like they lost. I mean, they'll probably basically be time neutral for the small time saves the gold sword will give them versus picking it up. But again, they would have been better off if the Boingers did not get a tempered sword, because then the time difference is a lot more significant. Still gonna have a very quick Swamp Palace.
He does need to pick up that bombos. Fortunately, he remembers.
Yeah, fortunately, it's not on the left side. Essentially, the Boingers have about they have one extra dungeon in comparison. I think.
You know, it really
I count
felt
this.
like more of a difference, but you are right.
Yes, so is a lot of dungeons still to do. It has to do Pod and Eastern. Let me count this again because I might have glossed over the yeah. So let's just count this. Winter with 5, Holy Smoke with 4. So that's Holy Smoke with 5. So that's 10 on Beeumvirat's side. So with 5, Ratziv way ahead of everybody else with 7, about to pretty close to being 8. So 12 to 10. With some more dungeons about to be finished. Winter and So about to finish their respective dungeons. Holy Smoke a little ahead of Ratziv in where they are in Mire.
We're getting some really quick boss kills in quick succession. That's Arcus for So. Vinter is going to be taking care of Cold Stare very quickly.
Yep. Love the Fire Rod. Love Fire Rod plus Fire Rod plus half magic on Cold Stare. Like, I don't even need a sword if I have that. Like, just give me a Fire Rod and some magic. Get some nice double hits. Flash damage being a thing. Right, so it's gonna head over and do Ice, another quick dungeon. I mean, these all end up being fairly quick when you're in go mode.
Tempered Sword spins on Vitreous are just so satisfying to watch. Holy Smoke's down to 1 arrow. I mean, that's certainly not going to be a problem, but it is funny to note.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a few dungeons to pick up arrows from before he would need them in GT potentially. Obviously, you'll need at least 4 for the mimics, and if you only have 4, you really hope the pot in the next room doesn't despawn. So ideally, you want to go up there with a little more than that. So Ratziv finishing up. Vitreous is gonna mirror and do Desert right afterwards.
Right, everyone's just zipping through their respective dungeons here.
Oh, Winter still has to do. Yeah, we still have Thieves Town to do on Winter's side.
We've got Landmos and Cold Stare incoming.
And then more Landmos.
Yeah, if you enjoyed your fried Landmos, there will be seconds coming up from Ratziv very quickly. All right. This will be So heading to Pod Eastern. Rotziv doing his final boss battle before heading to Turtle Rock. Holy Smoke needs to do Pod, but already has Eastern done, and then do
Yep.
Swamp.
Like he's gonna choose to do Swamp first.
Alright, that's blind down for Vinter. He's just got to do Meyer Desert and then head to TR.
Yep, and Rotziv about to go to TR. Everybody's trying to get to TR. It's not GT, we're trying to get to TR, right? Of note,
It is definitely looking like this lead for the Boing Boing Boingers is continuing to hold up for the time being.
Yep.
Of course, anything could happen, but
Yeah.
We'll see.
Of note, the runners couldn't save Hera for late because there was a flute at the top, so hard required extra mountain trip for that.
Oh, the net was on Floating Island. I'm not sure if we saw that before.
It's the first time I've noticed it. I'm sure the runners saw it, but yeah, we're not getting that now. Sorry, Gamachu, if you're out there watching somewhere.
Alright, Holy Smoke picking up Bomb Post just as Rotziv finishes using it to open TR.
Alright, just, at this point, the only thing we could find in TR that would be useful would be silvers. Of course, obviously, Rotziv needs to find the big key. TR typically not significantly faster in go mode than it is not in go mode. We do get to skip Mimic Cave for sure. Depending on what the small keys are, we may or may not get to skip other things as well. But where the small keys and the big key. A vanilla TR big key just destroys any kind of go mode. Other than, again, Mimic Cave. Alright, so we'll mirror and do Eastern. Yeah, it's starting to look like, let's see, Swamp and Pod for Holy Smoke, Desert, and finish up Meyer for Vinter. Yeah, So might actually be up into Turtle Rock before the other two get there.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Because Eastern is just a very quick dungeon. Doesn't have to open anything because he did this a long time ago.
Rotziv putting that powder to good use.
Hey, powder's just the best safety. There's so many good spots in Turtle Rock and in Misery Mire and GT where the powder just can save you. The third Boing Boing Boinger worrying about them forgetting Castle Tower. Ganon will yell at them if they don't do Castle Tower. Looks like we do have a vanilla big key in Turtle Rock.
Yep.
Because why not?
Yeah, we had vanilla big keys in Desert and Meyer as well, at least.
Didn't we have that in Pod too?
We did. You're right.
Thanks, game. I have a friend who doesn't play a lot of Link to the Past, but on occasion does play it, and is always asking, can the big key be in X location? And usually it's the worst spot in the dungeon, which, as it turns out, is usually where the big key is in vanilla. So the answer is always yes. And yeah, when the big key's vanilla in Turtle Rock, you don't take a chance on skipping this chest. So we'll be able to skip it because we now know it's not a small key. The 5% chance of getting screwed by that chest goes way up if the big key is vanilla.
Conditional probabilities are so much fun, aren't they?
Mm.
So we have So on his way up the mountain to Turtle Rock. Vinter and Holy Smoke are approaching the bosses of their respective second to last dungeons.
We will have to get the last small key on Laser Bridge, which means there's a small chance that if the silvers are in Turtle Rock, we do find them. Those are not silvers. Those are just plain, ordinary arrows. Extra shield.
We could have had the mirror shield.
There
I'm
it
so
is.
disappointed.
Oh, good. Check the last one just in case. Careful. Yeah, we gonna skip it now? Oh, we're just gonna use our blue potion. This is fine.
Nope.
Just the compass.
Well, Vinter and Holy Smoke have defeated their respective bosses, and they're going to be both heading up the mountain to Turtle Rock at around the same time.
Yep. Fortunately for them, this key layout doesn't make for having someone ahead that useful. There's nothing we can really skip. Vinter, Vinter might have enough of a lead that he can go ahead and get to the big chest ahead enough that the Holy Smoke could skip it.
And
Alright.
that's Trinex down for Rotsiv.
Alright, heading to GT.
Oh, that's funny. So, if we were counting items, we could have known the silvers couldn't have been in TR after picking up the key on Laser Bridge.
Oh, because we hadn't gotten map or compass, yeah. Unfortunately, Rotsiv wasn't paying attention to that. More unfortunate in the sense that he took damage and had to use a bottle because of that.
I mean, the safety door was right there. He did have a choice.
That's true.
Well, we are going to head to GT. We're getting some numbers in chat. People are making guesses. Somebody snatched my 22, but that's my fault for being
22's
slow.
mean. 22's mean. One of our trackers snatched your 22, so it's okay. And shout outs to our trackers doing a great job as always. Always our MVPs.
The tracking software certainly not being their friends today, but that's the software's fault. They're wonderful. Our trackers are wonderful people. Oh,
Well, it was 2. Rotsiv, go get a small key. Yeah, good. Okay. We're good. We're good.
So it looks like the third Boing Boing Boinger, Pytloven, was correct in guessing number 2. So congratulations.
There you go.
And statistically speaking, the silvers are probably going to get left behind in GT somewhere.
That would be my guess as well, because we've cleared most of everything in the dungeons and in the overworld between our forerunners. I can't off the top of my head think of anything. Well, Mimic Cave. That's what we haven't done. Besides Mimic Cave, I can't think of things we haven't done outside of GT. No, we did. Left Side Swamp was done on the Boing Boing Boinger side. I don't know that we ever did Spike Cave, so that might be possible.
Spike Cave was just a piece of heart, I think.
And we had all our fetch quest items, so...
So it looks like you were right about Vinter getting to check Lava Chest quickly enough. Probably.
Well, it's yeah, he's got to get to the big chest quick enough to find out that it's not a key. Because they know this is the big key now, because it's the last choice. Hammer pegs, you're correct. We did not see hammer pegs, but we did see Bombo's tablet. It was not a bow. Otherwise, we would have been seeing a lot of mirroring. Well, we would be about to see a lot of mirroring to pick that up. Everybody checked it.
Okay, so I completely misunderstood what you meant about the big chest. I was thinking big key chest.
Yeah, so yeah, because Vinter's gonna have to go outside, check the big chest, and see that it's a small key. And honestly, yeah, I think he's just enough ahead that Holy Smoke's gonna be able to skip that. This is just 20 rupees if I remember correctly. Yeah, just enough ahead. So now Holy Smoke can kill these pokies and just go to the right.
Pretty much perfect timing there.
Gain a bunch of time. So Vinter barely had a Holy Smoke. In the meantime, So finishes up Trinex.
Smoke has done pod. Oh, there we go. Magically fixed itself.
Lots of at the top of the tower. Probably going to do these checks just in case. We'll see. Does need to get the key off the mini Helma. Fortunately has powder to get a nice refill here.
Yay, Mirror Shield! Good job, Holy Smoke! And that's Moldiform 2 down. Rotsiv is hookshotting across right now, and he's going to check this chest, and it's just 3 bombs.
Alright, so Silver's probably somewhere in the basement of GT. We'll find out. We'll know for sure when Ganon tells us, but we've still got a couple of Agas to kill.
You know, this actually makes more sense. Aga thinking he can use his doubles to make things harder on you, but then after you just kill him faster, for the second fight, he realizes maybe he should just do it solo.
Well, you know, we did just rescue Zelda out of her crystal. We are just about to put her back in it, so...
Nicely done. That's also 2 Trinex kills on Beeumvirat's side.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how they split up the big key hunt. It's not going to last very long, but I wonder if one's going to go left and the other one's going to go right. Yeah, Silvers cannot be in Castle Tower because this is not Key Sandy, so the 2 chests in Castle Tower will be vanilla keys. Rotsiv successfully remembering that there is one more thing to do here.
The nice thing about this is you get a full health and magic refill after beating Aga 1.
Yeah, that is useful. Aga 2, for some reason, doesn't give you a full health refill in Magic. I've never understood that. Vinter going the wrong way to start off, but I assume Holy Smoke will go the correct way. Not that he knows that. We'll be seeing a mirror from Vinter shortly. And does get an extra small key for his trouble, but so he won't have to get the mini helmet key, but does mirror rather quickly.
And Vinter is the only one of our 4 runners who manages to avoid the right-hand chest in Hope Room.
Yeah, I always go left chest first. I don't know. These right chest first people.
I think we just saw a fake powder from So there.
And so doesn't have powder. So that was just flat out fake powder.
No, he's got powder. It's right there.
He does?
And he's hovering Mullerm too.
Yeah,
Very impressive.
Yep, very well done. I don't recall him ever picking it up. But yeah, fake powder works with as long as you have the cane and one of cane, no magic, and one of mushroom and powder. Alright, now we got the blue ball prediction going. Somebody else can count. Because I already don't know. I already missed it.
As long as we're paying attention to the final cycle, we can reverse engineer.
I'm sure Drossi will keep track since he's the one that put the prediction in. I don't know what the actual number is, but I'm saying a lot because we've been in this fight for a while. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your point of view, everybody's going to get the same count.
Okay, well, it was 3, 7, 11, or 15. Probably 3.
I don't know. It felt like that we were there for a while, but chat's saying 3, so I'll trust them since I wasn't actually paying attention to it. All right, now the only thing left is to find out where those silvers are. As Ratsu gets into the first phase of Ganon. Isn't going to get the 1-1, but that's okay because he's got pretty big lead here. Gonna use that cape for extra safety.
And he's into phase 3. The hard part is over. Oh no, another Moltorm fall.
Oof. In my tower.
Yeah.
No, we didn't stay there long enough. You didn't hide your big key well enough, Ganon. It would have been funny if it turned out if I mean yeah, Tyler. It would have been funny if it just turned out to be in the Stalfos room that Beeumvirat almost got intel on, but only ended up checking one spot there.
Right, Ratsu spinning away. We've got simultaneous Aga 2 fights on the left-hand side of the screen.
Yeah, you don't want to turn Ganon blue, though, when you don't have the silver arrows to shoot him with, so that just loses a little bit of time. Not a big deal, we got plenty of magic to finish this off.
There we go. Let's get GG's in chat for Rotsev. He has defeated Ganon and will cross the bridge momentarily.
We'll finish up with an official race time of 1:34:32.
Right, Vinter is into Castle Tower. Holy Smoke will be following him shortly. Alright, that's Aga 1 down for Tso. He will be dropping into the Ganon fight in a few seconds. Oh, wow, he's just gonna dodge those fire bats manually. Well done.
Yeah, very well done. Nice torch glitch with the fire rod.
That's Ganon down for Tso. He will be crossing the bridge momentarily.
And we'll finish with an official race time of 1:37:28. GG's to Boing Boing Boingers. They are going to be moving on to the semifinals of the Open League, and next year they have their ticket to the Invitational.
Well done to them. And it looks like Beeumvirat is going to finish this one out.
Yeah, they're close enough. You might as well. They've done it. What a great season for them.
Yeah, I mean, three losses on the entire season. It's just 2 of them came at the wrong time.
Yeah, yep. 13-1 regular season. It would not surprise me if when the Invitational League comes to being set up, if there are extra spaces available, it would not surprise me if this team ends up there as well. But they will have to wait and see what their fate is.
Alright, that's Aga 1 down for Holy Smoke. He will be dropping in to join his teammate in the Ganon fight. Vinter is into phase 3.
Yep, our dueling Ganon fights on the left side there.
Alright, that's Ganon down for Vinter. He's going to finish 3rd, crossing the bridge shortly with an official time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 9 seconds. And not far behind him, Holy Smoke has defeated Ganon. He will finish officially shortly, 29 seconds after his teammate with 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 38 seconds. GG's to both of them. That was well played, well fought all the way to the end.
Yeah, very good race. It just came down to Boingers just getting to Ice Palace first. The hook shot basically opening up the seed because it got us our boots that weren't required, but you want to have them. But it also got, more importantly, it got us to our hammer, which and oh no, the boots were required because we needed the ice rod at King's Tomb. We do have So joining us from the winning team. GG's, So nicely done.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, so I don't know if you caught what I was just saying, but yeah, the decision, the biggest difference, you all split up Ice Palace and Pod, and the other team did they both kind of converged in Pod at the same time, got to Ice Palace a lot later, and that hook check just kind of led to everything.
Yeah, it was funny because when I was passing by Ice Palace, when I was on my way to East Dark World, I even said to Rod, since Pod maybe is gonna be bow-locked, I thought that probably the odds were in favor of the progression being in ice, but who wants to do Hamler's ice, right?
Well, it was hammerless, it was hook shotless. At least you had a cane and a good small key layout. I mean,
yeah, and the fact that I didn't have the flute, my path was pretty clear to continue to go to East Dark World because I didn't have a good way to get back into the Keg portal, and my movement was pretty bad. So I told Rod to grab the flippers, go to school, to beat school, to find out what was the second item, and then he goes to Ice Palace. Because since he was a float away from that, and probably I would have done Pod way faster than him because he still needed to grab a pod and those kind of things.
Yep.
And so I even joked with him that it's gonna be a hook shot on ice just to get the seed a lot worse than already was to open the mouth, and then the mountain was gonna explode the whole game.
And it really did. I mean, granted, it wasn't a bad ice rod hunting. Bombos was on path in Swamp Palace, but it was the mountain just had everything. I mean, of note, you did have to go into pod to find your bow without a bow, because the other bow
As
is sitting
usual.
somewhere in the basement of GT is
Uh,
our silvers that no one was ever getting.
yeah, as usual. Well, we played a one seed from the async from a async sheet, and on that seed that there was two balls on pod
Oh,
on our practice. So
Wow.
I left pretty hard
that's
because
pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah, and you all, it was funny because you got the free sword on Vitreous. It got, you didn't have to worry about Master Sword Silverless, which could have ended up being a thing. Could have made things interesting. It turns out there was I don't know if they told you, but there was a sword in Bonk Rocks. And
Yeah,
I
I
forget which
figured
one
that
of you.
was yeah because we had only bonk rocks and hammer packs left.
Yep, that sounds
I
right.
think yeah.
And Mimic Cave.
So
Not that no one was going
yeah,
into there.
yeah.
But yeah, the Bonk Rock sword looked like it might have been an advantage for Beeumvirat, and then just Vitreous
For
just
sure.
says, "Nope, I'm just gonna give you a free tempered sword, and it will not be an issue."
Yeah, it was funny because we almost forgot about the boot checks because when Rod find out the boots and the hammer, we told each other, okay, let's just rush progression because we had so much things to do. And I got pretty excited because of the boots. Then I save and quit out of pod instead of beating Eastern.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, that would have been reasonable to beat Eastern at that time.
yeah, but when I calm down, grab everything on mountain, I was passing my master to for us to split the dungeons we had left, and I suddenly remembered that he probably did any of the boot checks, and I was okay. I'm gonna grab Kingston to before going to grab the master, and suddenly we were on gold. So
Yep.
I hack Monkrax. The Zwor's probably is gonna be on GT, and then Vitreous gave me a Christmas present.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, so you are going to the Invitational, and we have still have games to play.
Yeah.
Looks like your bracket, your side of the bracket is already decided. You'll be playing the Psyduck Psychos, who had a really cool series versus Clown College. Also went 2-1 in that series. Let's talk about that first. What are your thoughts on the Psyduck Psychos? Yoshi, Cat, Cracker, and Bumble. The Germans.
I took a
More
break
German.
from the past year, so I'm not really familiar with the team besides Yoshi. Yoshi's a god
Yeah,
gamer.
Yoshi's been around a while.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, he's a twice champion from league, and it's not gonna be an easy matchup. Everyone who's in playoffs really good players.
Yep, absolutely.
So but now we can take a deep breath. We got our spot in Invitational, and now we have much less pressure on our shoulders, and let's have a good time playing the remaining of the matches. If we get to the finals, awesome, but if not, it was an awesome run. And let's hope for at least a good show of matches on that conference
Absolutely.
finals.
Yeah, and Invitational, waiting for you next year. How you feel about moving on up? I believe you've played Invitational before.
I played once, but I didn't play much because we have an incident on my team, but I'm used to play with all those players. I've been in the community since like beginning of 2020, so I played a lot with those players, and it's gonna be a blast playing Invitational. I was joking with Pete and Rod, our only goal is to not get 0-14. Next year.
I mean, that's reasonable, you know.
Yeah, because
That would send you right back down here, but you know. it
yeah,
happens.
but it's gonna be a blast on
Mhm.
Invitational. The level is it's a whole new level. Those matches on Invitational, so it's gonna be a good learning by playing against them.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, it looks like nobody else is coming in to interview, which, you know, I mean, a lot of players on these teams, English is not their first language, so completely
Yeah.
understandable. But huge shout outs to Beeumvirat. What a great season they had. And, you know, when Invitational comes, I keep saying this, but, you know, there definitely would be on the list of teams that would have a shot at still getting in if there's space. So you might still be seeing them next year. Could happen.
Yeah. We never know who's gonna come back for Invitational, so there's still a chance, and a huge GGs for them. It was a pleasure playing this best of 3 against them, and hope we get to play each other next year too. And just want to say big thanks for everyone that watched the game, for Link and Tracy for doing the comms, Lady Laura and Nira for doing the tracks. Without you guys, we wouldn't have the race stream. And let's hope for a good match against the Cycles.
Yeah, well, good luck in that matchup. Good luck next year in Invitational. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing the next round of matchups.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, now, you know, if people ask about the schedule, yeah, this is definitely the time of year we're running low on games. Invitational still needs to schedule their finals. I'm sure that'll happen soon. We do have 2 games on the schedule tomorrow night. Unfortunately, they're both at the same time, so you'll have your pick. You can either watch at 9 p.m. and at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. You can either watch Crystal Roller Crew versus Uncle Routers. That'll be their game 2. We pilot Spoiler with Armlix versus Orange. I don't know who the pilots are going to be. And then also at that same time, although with the 10-minute delay, it'll start 10 minutes later on the channel, whatever channel it's on. That'll be Underachievers versus Ed Was Supposed to Carry Us. That'll be game 3. That'll be Randomizer, GFE and Sabotender versus Meindiem and Norsk Maddie. That should be a really fun game 3 to watch. And you know, yeah, so both those matches gonna be fun, gonna be unfortunately at the same time, but that's what VODs are for. So we'll hopefully see you all at those races.
You could, of course, watch them both, you know, next to each other on your screen.
Maybe you could
If you
do
like that sort of thing.
That's a lot of brain power, even if you're just watching. But you know, some people can do that. Anyway, yeah. Bluelink, thank you for joining me on comms. It's been a pleasure.
Always my pleasure.
Near Lightshine, Lady Laura Linda on the tracking, our MVPs. Thank you so much to them for pushing those buttons behind the scenes. Thank you all in Chatland, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
One random quick fact, quick fun fact. Our teams have the same average collection rate and the same average number of bottles. I think that's beautiful.
And with that, have a good day, everybody.